up, Cowboys Nation? Good morning, your boy Mike Tag here. Hopefully, you guys had a good evening, getting closer to the weekend. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that show last night. It was a lot of fun with Kelly, mixing it up with the chat. Man, it's good getting us ready. Look back a little bit to the Bills. Look forward to Miami. That's where our eyes are right now, is getting that taken care of. And of course, Uncle Cheech popping in, taking Miami as his lock of the week. Pretty disappointed in that, especially the respect I have for Uncle Cheech. He's been hitting his locks, but this week he's gonna be wrong. He's gonna be wrong. And just wanted to just drop a quick video talking about the game, getting ready for the game. It's really a good matchup. I mean, both teams are, you're looking at top five, top six offenses apiece, top five, top six defenses each. Dallas is right there with fewest points per game. They're in the top five. Miami is top five with fewest yards, but really what separates them is 1 yard. So, I mean, these defenses are very close statistically, but I think Dallas has a better defense. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Now, the one thing I noticed with Miami is, one, all the talk they hadn't beat a team with a winning record, whatever. I don't buy a whole lot into all that kind of stuff. But what was interesting is, after every kind of blowout win, big win, not really big win by team, but blowout win, they followed that up with a disappointing performance. I mean, they beat Denver 70-20 and then come back to get blown out by Buffalo 20-48. They get a big, nice win over Carolina, big win, bad team, but they blow them out 42-21. They come back and lose to the Eagles 17-31. They beat New England 31-17. They come back to lose to Kansas City in a close game. They blow out Washington 45-15. They lose a close one to Tennessee. So there's a trend with them. They beat the Jets 30-0. So the trend is they're due for a bad performance. So that's one of the things you look at, for the Cowboys. And probably the most important thing for the Cowboys is they haven't lost back-to-back games in since 2021. So you're talking a couple of years. So they respond well after a loss. So I expect to see Dallas playing at their A game. I think Miami is too. I think it's going to be one of those close matches. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a track meet. It's going to be interesting to see how Dallas's defense schemes to handle that running game. Miami runs the ball pretty well when they get going, averaging over 5 yards a carry as a team. A-Chain is 8.5 yards a carry. I know he's been battling injuries, so I think he only has like 85 carries on the season, but still, that's pretty damn impressive. So it's gonna be a fun game, but they got stuff they got to deal with us. I mean, I talked about it. Pollard was poised for a huge game against Buffalo. It was probably his best game of the season, and then of course the game got out of hand. So it kind of took the running game away, but he was moving it over 5 yards a clip and just really getting some good chunk yards. So, and of course, CD and Cooks and Gallup and the rest of the crew, I think our offense matches up very well against their defense. So it's going to be a fun game. Injuries always play a part. I know Miami's got, their running backs are shown on the injury report. Obviously, Tyreek Hill's a big name, but I'd be floored if he doesn't play. I can't see him not playing, but it's an ankle injury. He makes his living on cuts and speed. So it'll be interesting to see how well he is. If he's it won't be at 100%, but would 75-80% of Tyreek Hill's probably pretty damn good. So that's, you got a lot of scenarios and a lot of things going into the game. But again, on the Cowboys side, Zach Martin on the injury report, Tyron Smith on the injury report. I would expect both of them to play, but Hankins, of course, he's not going to play. Malik Hooker didn't play last week. You got to think, he should be back, so that definitely will help the secondary out as well. So it's going to be one of those, man. I love Miami. I grew up in Miami, grew up in South Florida, so it's always a special time. You got families, a lot of my family's Dolphin fans, so it was always a fun game. Don't get to play the Dolphins, but every 4 years, but it's always a fun time. There's always some kind of storyline. There's always something there. So it's going to be good. Plus Christmas Eve, late game, just going to be eating your Christmas Eve dinner and hanging out with the family, watching some football. What more could you ask for to watch Cowboys football on the holidays? Nothing better. I know you haters don't like it, but I do. So anyway, so yeah, just wanted to drop a little video, but it's going to be, the prediction I gave was a 31-28 close Cowboys win. I don't know what's your prediction. Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that kind of stuff. But we'll be doing a live show Christmas Eve morning. Probably do it a little bit later than usual. I'll usually do it at 8 p.m. Dallas time. Probably gonna do it maybe 8:30 or 9 or a.m. Excuse me, Dallas time, before kind of get you started on the day. It's always a good time. Always have great people helping out on the show, whether it be Kelly, of course, and Greg. So it'll be a fun time. So make sure you guys check that out. But more importantly, this is it. I mean, Cowboys have an opportunity. This isn't a must-win game, but I said this is a game for their psyche. This is a game that they hear it all the time. You can't win the big games on the road. You're struggling on the road. You're doing this. You're playing a very good Miami Dolphins team on the road. Every team gets up to play Cowboys. So now's your opportunity. Let's get this thing right. You're playing a good running game, very good running game. Next week, you're going to have Detroit, very good running game. Get this run defense, get some confidence going into the playoffs, get everything ready, get us hyped to make this run. But, Philly slips up once, and they're going to be in trouble. We would hold the tiebreaker because of conference record, I believe, as long as we win out or don't lose to Detroit or Washington at the end of the season. So there's still a lot to play for. There's still a lot of opportunity for this Cowboys team to get a number 2 seed. Number 1 is probably out of the question unless San Francisco really collapses, which I doubt. But, set yourself up for the playoffs. And like I said, you want the highest seed possible. You want to be at home. We haven't lost at home in a long time. There's a home field advantage at AT&T. Make no mistake about it. May not be the crowd noise or whatever else, but there's a comfort level with this team playing at home. But they've got to take that on the road. They got to take a dog mentality. Us against them. You got to have a chip on your shoulder. You see some of these other teams do it. Dallas, for some reason, it's just not clicking for them this year, but they can get it right. They got the talent. It's just a mentality thing for them. So I expect to see them coming out with their A game. I expect to see Quinn really scheming it up and making it up for what happened last week. So again, appreciate all the support. You guys have a great day. If I don't talk to you before, you guys have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourself, and make sure it's probably too late to get it to arrive by Christmas time, but you can go to Twisted Gorilla. We got the Cowboys Cave merch. Get yourself a nice shirt. You can use the code Cowboys Cave. You get 15% off your entire order. That's pretty cool because they've got some great stuff. So it's twistedgorilla.com. All you got to do is search Cowboys Cave. Shirts will pop up, and then take a look at all their other stuff. They got the F Around and Find Out. They got some Aubrey stuff. They got all sorts of Cowboys. And if you're not a Cowboys fan, they got some other teams on there too. So definitely check it out. But hey, as always, appreciate the support. This has been just a great year. Obviously, it's getting better for the Cowboys, but we got work to do. But just getting this channel going, getting to interact with so many fans, it's been honestly a dream come true. And none of this would be possible without the support of the subscribers and you guys checking it out and definitely being part of the show. That's the whole reason I did it, is opportunity for me, hanging in the cave, living in Florida, being able to interact with Cowboy fans around the world. It's something I always wanted to do, and I'm so glad I've been blessed with the opportunity. So appreciate all the support. And again, I'll be at Detroit. We're going to be loaded. You're going to have Kelly going to be there. You have Cuts by Jones going to be there. We got a road show. Frankie's flying in from Germany, going to be there. We got so many people coming to the game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are out there, check out Texas Live, Des Bryant Tailgate Party, man. It's $10 to get in. It's the best $10 you'll spend. It's great entertainment. It gets you ready for the game. A lot of fun. We'll be there, so hopefully we'll see you. Maybe we'll drop a pregame hype video, Jimmy Johnson style, going in the Ring of Honor, because we'll definitely next week we're going to be touching on that a lot. Maybe looking back some memories, telling some Jimmy Johnson stories, things like that. So it's going to be good. But this is it. This is our next schedule. Miami, Detroit, Washington. I didn't get a chance to use this yesterday when Kelly and I were on the show, so I figured I'd show it now. So that's our schedule. So, man, this season's going by fast. It's winding down. So make sure you guys Stick with the cave. This Cowboy team's going to be bringing it. And you guys have a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you sooner. Take care.